So what did you miss at Jubilee today? Well, you missed the beginning of a new year, and it was great to see so many people out to greet the new year. You missed Chelsea Murphy Davison's confirmation, and it was great to confirm this young woman who was introduced to the faith with her parents and through her baptism as a child, but now as a young woman has decided that she wants to take responsibility for her faith, its growth and its nurture, its impact, its effect, and that she wants to continue to journey with us at Jubilee, with the United Church of Canada, with Christians. She wants to continue to engage God and to find direction, mission, purpose, meaning, and home in the faith that we share. As we gathered, we shared the creed of the United Church of Canada, the one we call the New Creed, a creed that doesn't sum up our faith in any way, shape, or form, but it certainly connects to the way a lot of us in the United Church relate to each other and to God. And knowing that creed, hearing that creed, Chelsea decided that she wanted to journey with us. And so we welcomed her and invited her and committed, promised to be open to her insight and her gifts, even as she committed and promised to share these things with us. So you missed that. You missed our gathering at the table as we shared communion to greet the new year, to be reminded that we are one with each other, one with creation as we gather around this table set for us by God, given to us by God, and that we connect with each other, with creation, with God in a way that is beyond words, even beyond reason, as we come to the table. We did that today. And we heard the two stories that follow the basic Christmas story, the two that follow the pageant story, as it were. We heard from Luke and the story of Simeon and Anna as Mary and Joseph bring the baby Jesus to the temple to be dedicated. Simeon, the old man, a traditionalist, welcomes this baby and recognizes the consolation of Israel, recognizes the hope, recognizes the promise, recognizes God, and is at peace. We also shared Matthew's story for what happens afterwards, where the Magi come seeking Jesus. And they find Jesus, but instead of going back to Herod to tell him of their discovery, they go off by another road. And Herod, in panic and fear, decides to stop this innovation, stop this love, stop what is new. And so hunts down the child, and unable to find the specific child, kills all of the children, all of the hope, all of the life. We wondered about those stories and why we have to have both of those right after the Christmas story that makes us smile. Right after the pageant, these two stories come. And I suggested that perhaps they're presented to us as a choice. As we encounter God, as we welcome the new, we can embrace what God offers us, and we can find peace. Or we can be terrified of change. We can cling to the old ways. We can refuse to recognize God's presence or any kind of innovation, and we can hold on to the past, hold on to the way that we do things so fiercely that we literally kill the life around us. We stomp out new ideas, a new hope. And like Herod, we spend the rest of our days looking over our shoulders, terrified, and we die frightened and alone. Very dramatic stories, but the Bible does that for us. But very simple choices. As we go into 2017, we are all invited to choose between Simeon and Herod, the embrace or the desperate clinging, the willingness to be open to God or the desire to shut everything down and keep it as it's always been? Well, I don't know that we resolved it, but we are all invited to consider it in our big decisions, our little decisions, and everything that comes our way in 2017. Do we want to be Herod? Do we want to be Simeon? Do we want to be the one who looks over his shoulder and dies afraid? Or do we want to be the one who embraces, who recognizes peace and hope and leaves last year and even this life at peace, knowing that God is present? So that's what you missed. I hope we don't miss you much longer. We'd love to see you. Until we do, God bless.